Hey everybody, Michael here from Ford Truck Enthusiasts. I'm at the LA Auto Show, and here is a quick look at every single Ford truck that's going to be offered for the 2024 model year. Starting out here with the Maverick, introduced a couple years ago. This is the most compact truck that Ford has had since the Ranger used to be small. This is a Tremor edition, so it's lifted up a little bit. You've kind of got your all-terrain tires that go with it, the 2.0 liter turbocharged EcoBoost engine. There's also a hybrid version that we've reviewed on this channel and over at Ford Truck Enthusiasts if you want to check out that version. That one, it might be the best little parts runner truck at all, but this one is a Lariat with the Tremor package, so you're going to get upgraded to leather, heated seats, wireless charging pad, slightly nicer radio and stuff. But overall, I think personally that the best versions of the Mavericks are the cheapest one you can get, because even here at this supposedly fancy one, it's a lot of cheap plastics and everything like that. So the materials just aren't quite as nice as some of the more luxurious Fords and of course Lincolns. Coming up here, we've got the brand new 2024 Ranger, which we were at the launch for. And let's see what we can find out. This one is also a Lariat. So it's gonna come with leather seating, of course, that I believe is just heated, but this one is going to come with the taller screen. Now this screen is out of the Explorers. They've had, it's not quite the full size one from the F-150 Lightning and the Expeditions and so forth, and the Mach-E, but you get a nice large touchscreen, 4-wheel drive here. This is the Sport package in a beautiful metallic orange. Up front, since it's a Lariat, you get the upgraded LED headlights, and it's a really nice package. The only problem with the Ranger, they've done a lot of nice things. They make it, kind of fits more into the Ford family, I would say now, but it is a lot more expensive. They no longer offer a regular cab version or even an extended cab version, but it is a nicely well-designed truck, still running the 2.3 liter motor as the base engine, but for this year they're offering the 2.7, which is the upgraded motor in the Bronco. So that's going to get you a little over 300 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque. And then of course the Ranger Raptor is running the 3.0 liter. All right guys, and coming in here, this is the Ranger Raptor for 2024. First time they've ever been a Ranger Raptor in North America. Powered by the 3-liter V6 from the Explorer ST and the Bronco Raptor. It's detuned just a touch, and that's mostly because of the length of the exhaust and so forth like that. But it's basically a hot rod. It's also got the smallest tires out of any Raptor, but it also makes it the lightest. So I think this is going to be the secret. It's also the most affordable as well, putting the price up on the screen, but basically the cheapest, lightest Raptor with the best power to weight ratio. So I think this is going to be a little hot rod, even though it's not going to be necessarily quite as extreme in terms of overall power and jumping and this and that. Sorry, second best power to weight ratio after the the Raptor R over there, which is of course powered by a 5.2 liter supercharged V8 from the GT500. But coming in, the inside is actually kind of nice, you guys. Soft touch surfaces here, kind of like a fabric-y, not quite Alcantara, but pretty nice. Goes around here. You got your code orange accents as well. These lovely Raptor seats. Unfortunately, no ventilation on these seats, which is a bit of a bummer for kind of a higher end trim like this, but very comfortable, very supportive seats. Looking forward to driving one of these, just because I think it's going to be the perfect blend of this motor's capabilities. Nice height, comfortable shocks. It's got 2.5 shocks instead of the 3.1s that are on the F-150 and Bronco Raptors. Like the other Lariat trims, you get the tall vertical screen from the Explorer up front here, automatic shifter, mode controls down there, but and then of course kind of paddle shifters kind of tucked in there. So I'm, maybe I'm just buying into the hype, but I think this is one of the coolest trucks that Ford's ever built. Mid-size, good power. It should be a ton of fun, and that's just a quick little tour of it here. All right, coming over here, perhaps the most controversial one that we'll talk about today. This is the F-150 Lightning. Looks to be one of the higher end trims, so probably a Platinum or a Lariat, and it is, the Platinum. So this is going to be the top of the line F-150 Lightning. You've got the large screen, Sync 4A, heated and ventilated leather captain's chairs up front. Really nice materials. This is going to have the extended range battery pack as standard. So your over 560 horsepower, 775 foot-pounds of torque, front trunk, LED lighting. It is very smooth to drive. It is very quick to drive. And for an around town kind of city truck or a truck that you're not towing extended distances, these things are genuinely terrific. They're very expensive, but if you have charging at home and it fits your lifestyle and your needs, it's one of the best F-150s I've ever driven, although I have not owned one. But from the outside, it'd be hard to tell exactly what it is unless you knew about the taillights, badging, and wheels. It looks just like a normal F-150, which you'll see here, the 2024 F-150. This looks like, I think it's the Lariat. Yes, I saw this one at the reveal of the 2024 F-150 in Detroit. So this is the Lariat, the blackout package, 4x4 package, which gives you the upgraded bumper with these blacked out tips here and the black lettering and everything like that. So this one probably has the 5-liter Coyote V8, making 400 horsepower and 410 foot-pounds of torque. It is not the most exciting motor in a truck that's this heavy, but it really gets it down the road and it sounds amazing. And you can go to something like a Ford Performance in the aftermarket. They've teamed up with, I believe it's Whipple. They've got I think it's 800 horsepower or 700 horsepower Whipple supercharger that you can put on these things if it's not quite fast enough. But these are the new lighting designs for this year. They kind of took it away from the C-clamps that you'll see, on the Ranger, and they kind of disconnected them here in a couple different places. Man, the lighting is here better than when I first saw this thing. This is a Rapid Red Metallic. It should be a $495 option, and it is absolutely beautiful. Blacked out Ford badge as well. They've really adjusted this Ford badge for this new model year, even though they've made the Ford lettering a little bit bigger, pushed it out to the edges. Very subtle, kind of sleek, and it looks really nice. This one should cost, I think it's like, I want to say in the 60s or 70s. I'll put the price up on the screen to confirm. This is the Tremor model, and it's actually got a couple interesting and unique upgrades for the 2024 model year. That being said, if you own one from the 22 or 23s, I wouldn't necessarily run out and buy this one, but here's kind of a couple unique differences. Obviously, the front end has been revised, and I really like the way that they carry over from the amber daytime running lights through the front. This one has the high package that you can get here. So that's basically going to turn this, when you first get it, it's set up kind of like an XLT. This one effectively turns it into an off-roading Lariat, and with that you're going to get the modular bumper, and this has the aftermarket worn winch as well. So it's a really neat setup that was kind of inspired by some of the stuff they were doing on the Broncos. Over here, you're going to get the 33-inch tires, which are general grabbers. Really nice. We've driven the couple generations of these, a 22 and a 23, and they're nice tires for off-roading. This truck is a joy around town. It will destroy all sorts of speed bumps, and then when you take it off-road, it's pretty great at that as well. Not quite as good as the Raptor, of course. The Raptor is set up to go high speed and jumps and all that sort of stuff, but very, very good factory setup. With this one, you're getting the optional Torsen differential from the Raptor up front. And of course, on the inside, you've got a mix of blue leather with kind of an orange stitching. It's not quite the same code orange that you see on the Bronco Raptors and the other Raptors. That's a little bit more vibrant in its orangeness, but overall, you're gonna get very kind of a Lariat vibe in here, leather seating surfaces, and heated and ventilated up front. B&O sound system, but not the full Unleashed. Here they've got some accessories that you can buy when you're setting up your trucks from the dealership. Bed cover, Yakima rack, and of course a tent as well. Another great feature about this year is that they've got dual exhaust setup, which was there from the very beginning of this model. But with this truck, you can get it. The base engine is the 5-liter Coyote V8, or for $290 for the 2024 model year, you can upgrade to the 3.5-liter V6, and this has the mid-gate access tailgate, which is another option. Basically, this opens up, and it's helpful for towing. It opens up kind of about 30 degrees, and then 70 degrees, and then 100 degrees over there. It also folds down like a normal tailgate, and it's a pretty nice setup as well. And cutting in one more time, this, of course, is the most expensive truck Ford has ever made, the F-150 Raptor R. Into the 110 range, powered by a 5.2 liter supercharged V8 engine that was taken from the GT500 and reworked with a different torque curve at 650 foot-pounds max torque. And it's also reworked for off-roading reliability. So basically you can be on an edge and all that sort of stuff. You don't have to worry about the engine starving itself of oil. For 2024, we've got a revised front end. Got your DOT running lights. If this was on, these would all be amber here, which is signature of the Raptor series, and of course the Tremor as well. Got your code orange tow hooks. You got the modular bumper that comes with the Raptor R, 37-inch BF Goodrich tires. We got the beadlock capable wheels there. You can option up to get those code orange beadlock rims they're the beauty rims that we've seen over on the 2024 Bronco Raptor. Inside, you've got heated and ventilated Recaro sport seats. Got your metallic running boards, multiple. This one, new for 2024, you've got dual valve shocks, so it does both compression and rebound in how it adjusts things on the fly, how the computer analyzes things. And so, have not driven this yet, but the single system from the 23 and older is remarkable and very, very comfortable, and this should be kind of next level. Of course, you've got your dual exhaust out the back, and it has 4 different modes: quiet, normal, sport, and Baja mode, and man, does this engine scream. New graphics for this year as well, kind of a flag style that come up to the front here. Last year it was all a bunch of little 8s, and there was one hidden V, which was kind of interesting. Got your R with the code orange there. Here's another look at the heated and ventilated seats. Some of the best truck seats I've ever experienced. And like all F-150s, there's no dramatic vertical screen here. And I think that's a really great choice on Ford's part. You got your work surface. Oh, here's a hidden V8 right there. That's looking cool. And yeah, but that's a quick tour of the Raptor R. And last but not least, we've got the Super Duty, which of course is multiple different models. It's so big I have got to back up here. But yeah, this is the Super Duty F-250. Looks like, let's see, based on the wheels, probably a Tremor. Yep, Tremor package. So again, lifted, all-terrain tires. It's got the 6.7 liter Power Stroke. For this year, there are 2 options. There's the base Power Stroke, which is still 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, or 1,050. And then the high output version is going to get you up to like 1,200. So a ton of capability, towing power, hauling power, and all those different things. But of course, the problem with diesels these days is just the maintenance. If anything goes wrong with the emission system, it's going to be very, very expensive to fix. High pressure fuel pumps and all that sort of stuff up in the engine bay. But anyway, for 23 and 24, they've adjusted things, obviously visually, which you can see up front. They've added little steps here on the side. And now the inside here is just as nice as the F-150. Very luxurious in here as well. Very functional. So this is the truck that will do everything. And I'm going to go ahead and put the price up for this one and its MSRP here as well. But yeah, so that's it. A quick tour of every size truck: the compact, the mid-size, the 2 full-size, 1 electric, 1 powered by dinosaur juice, and of course a representation, 1 member of the Super Duty family in F-250. There's of course 350s and 450s and so on and so forth. And then there's a van over here too. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Do you guys have any questions about the 2024 model year trucks? Throw a comment down below. I'll see if I can answer it, or join our forum discussion on Ford Truck Enthusiasts. Thanks so much.